Hi everyone, Tracy here. Today I thought I would take you through my travel journal setup. Probably about a year ago, I decided that I wanted to spend time waiting for planes, doing something more than people watching and reading a book. So I went out and I built a little travel kit, and I'll take you through that today. Now, since that original time about a year ago, my husband and I decided we wanted to buy a boat. And so he's a fisherman. I like to do art. I like to play around with that. So everything that I put together in this particular travel kit I'm going to show you today is designed to be fairly watertight. I won't guarantee that it'll float in the water or that water won't get into it, but it's designed to be protected in an environment that could be wet. So basically what I keep it in, this is a makeup case, and this happens to be a makeup case that I got from a Bare Minerals kit on QVC, but you can find makeup cases like this in Target or Walmart or any other large box store like that sells drugstore products and things like that. So in here you'll notice there's zippered compartments, and because it's designed for makeup, it's protected and it's fairly easy to wipe down and keep clean. So what I ended up getting was a watercolor travel journal, and this particular one, I'll put the link in the description box below, is watercolor paper, and I figured that would be a really good place to start because watercolors are fairly easy to transport. You can get water just about anywhere, and normally what I do when I'm traveling by plane is I'll show you my water pens in a minute, but I empty all of those out and then fill them up after I go through security. So it's pretty easy and straightforward. It's nice and small and compact. I'll just do a quick walkthrough with you. I started to practice painting from real life, plein air painting, or outdoor painting. So this was a quick watercolor sketch from a boating excursion. And then on other days, I just paint kind of random faces, whatever strikes me in the moment, some abstract stuff. This is one that I did on a plane, and it was actually based on a photograph I had taken hiking. And that was really fun because I was able to set up my phone on the little tray table in front of me, and this kit is small enough that I can do that really, really comfortably, and I had plenty of room to do what I wanted to do, so that was really fun. And then I've just got some random stuff in here, drawings playing with Neo colors. So that's kind of all I've done so far. You'll notice being in nature, these are little critters that have found their way into my book. So just know that there might be extra texture in your paintings if you paint outside, but that's part of the experience. There's also a little envelope in the back here. I haven't used it, but that's there should you need to tuck something away inside of this journal. So that's what my journal looks like. Let's take a look at what I've actually put inside. So the main focus of the kit is this travel watercolor set. And this is by Koi, and Sakura is the company that makes it. They make a lot of great pens and all kinds of really fun stuff. Comes with a little palette here. And then you've got sponges that you can clean off your brush with. I keep one side for warm colors, one side for cool colors. I'm not really good at washing things off. And then it comes with a water pen. So you just fill this up, put your cap on and dip in, and then you've got your palette here to actually go through and mix colors. And the way this is designed, these little holes are designed so that you can actually put your palette in here, and if you wanted to, you could put your piece of art here and you could have this little handheld thing. Usually what I do is set this here, and then I have a place for my art piece in a different location. So that's the watercolor set I use. I have found these watercolors to be fantastic. The white is really nice and opaque. The other colors give you a really broad range, and you can mix and make whatever it is that you're looking for. So I've been really, really pleased with this set. They're nice and strong and pigmented. They mix really well. Pretty much everything you would want from a watercolor that is portable that you can travel with. So that's been great. I also keep a handy dandy Stabilo pencil in here along with a sharpener. So I'll often do my sketching with this pencil. Many of you are familiar with this pencil. It's fantastic. It writes on anything and it's water soluble. So you can sketch on it and then go ahead and smooth those lines out with water. So I keep that in here separately to try and keep it from getting too damaged. And then in this part down here, I'm just going to pull this forward, I've got the rest of my kit. So I've got a Neocolor water-soluble wax crayon kit. These are really, really fun for drawing as well. So I can draw these, scribble, and they're water-soluble, so I can use my water pen and go through and smooth out those lines and make some really fun backgrounds. So this is a great set as well. One thing I will tell you with these, they are wax. So as you might expect, if you are in the heat and the sun, you probably want to protect these. This is also a metal kit. You'll notice it says keep away from sun and heat. That's definitely true. It's a metal tin, so it will get warm. So one of the things, I have cats hissing in the background, sorry about that. One of the things that I'll do is if I'm outside, I'll usually try to keep these shaded a little bit so they're not being hit by the direct sun. So that's what's going on in that space there. And it just so happens this fits in perfectly inside of this little kit. The rest of the items I have in here are just kind of things that I find really useful. I've got several different sizes of water brush. These happen to be Pentel. So you just unscrew the top ever so slowly, fill it with water, and again, if I'm traveling by plane, I'll do that after I go through security, and then you're good to go. And they're great. They wipe off really easily, and this is a Tim Holtz one that's got a really nice big broad brush to it, which is good for backgrounds. So I've got these in a few different sizes. I found that the one that comes in the Sakura kit didn't quite do everything I wanted. I've got a Micron Pigma pen here in a 02 size. This is great for journaling. It's archival. It writes on the watercolor paper really well. I've got a regular straight up pencil with an eraser on it, mechanical pencil to do other kinds of sketching if I don't want to use my Stabilo pencil. I've also got a Faber-Castell Pitt artist pen in a medium point, and this is also really great for journaling or adding accents. It does not write well over the Neocolors, by the way. Neither of these pens will write really well over that, so just be mindful of that. I've got an eraser stick here should I want to go in and do some erasing. And I have my ever so handy, I absolutely love this pen. This is a Signo White Pigment Ink pen from Uniball. And this is fantastic for adding highlights. It does write over the Neocolors fairly well, and it's just a great all-around pen to add in white. Now, in situations where I am having a problem using any of the other pens, I have two paint pens in here. One is a Montana acrylic marker. This is a white one. You can tell I use it a lot. And this is really, really great for adding details and highlights as well. It's refillable, and this one is the extra fine point, and that's really, really great. And then I have a Sharpie water-based paint marker, and I have this one in pink. I've started to draw faces and little critters a lot more, and so I find that I like to have something in pink to give highlights, a little bit of cheek color, lip color, and it blends and smooths really well. So I have that in there, and that's pretty much it. Everything fits in here really, really nicely, and that makes it easy for me to travel. It's very, very light, so I don't have to worry about it weighing a ton or weighing my bag down. And everything stays, pardon me, fairly protected in its own little pocket, and it works out great. So I can flip all of this over, zip it up, and I'm good to go. So I hope that was helpful for you all. I was doing some research a little while ago putting together my travel kit, and I didn't see too many videos out there, so I thought I'd add this one, and I hope you find it helpful. Expect more videos from me over time to come, so if you're interested, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like this video if you found it useful, and if you have comments or other ideas on how you use your travel kit, I would love to hear them. Thanks so much. I hope y'all have a great day.